I didn't go to Harvard. And we're back. All right, let's continue. 2310. How to ensure justice is fairness in Web 3. Picking up where we left off. We've seen how both Web 2 Internet and early iterations of Web 3 fall short of ensuring a free, fair playing field that benefits the least advantaged. So what would an Internet that meets Rawls standards look like? Some general anti-principles come into focus. Don't build a system that only benefits the wealthy. Because what if you're poor? Well, that's helpful. We're really getting to the heart of Web 3 now. If you are tempted to build a system for wealthy people, you poor person, don't do it. Do not do it. If you're poor, don't do it. Don't build a system that only benefits the wealthy, because what if you're poor? Thanks for your anti-concept, anti-principles. Don't build a system that disproportionately favors early adopters. Because what if you're not embedded in the networks that give you early access to knowledge? Early access to knowledge. Hey man, these people have early access to knowledge, but you don't. So don't build a system that favors them. Well, yeah, in your veil of ignorance reasoning, there is no knowledge. But, the people that have early access to knowledge are the people that are working in the knowledge space, that would have access to the knowledge because they're working in it. They're knowledgeable. They're not sitting around drinking coffee and hanging out and complaining that they're not included. Would anybody build a system that disproportionately favors early adopters? Yes. You build a system that favors you. When you're building a product, you build one that you yourself would want, that benefits you and you have value. And the fact that you're the one building it, no one else is building it, so you build it to get the value from it. And then the fact that others get value from it too is how you start a business. Don't build a system that demands extreme technologically savvy to succeed. Because what if you don't have the aptitude or the resources to learn those skills? Don't build anything that may be hard to use to succeed. Because what if you don't have... I'll do it straight. Don't build a system that demands extreme technological savvy to succeed. Well, I didn't go to Harvard. Ideally, you take something that is difficult and you make it easy. But when you start doing it, it's difficult. It doesn't start easy and then make it easy for everybody. It starts off as not easy at all. And then the value that you generate is by making it easy for others. And that's inherent where you create the value of it and then get value in return. It's just... I didn't go to Harvard. Using these anti-principles as guides. You can't use an anti-principle as a guide. It's not a guide, it's an anti-guide. Builders and participants of Web3 ecosystem can do 3 things to ensure it aligns with Rawls' ideas of liberty, equality, and the difference principle. First, promote self-determination and agency. Well, yeah. That, not the way you're doing it. Second, reward participation, not just capital. Oh, is that who's... So, up until this point, only capital has been rewarded. Participants have not been. No. They're just not awarded the way you think they should be for using it only. And third, incorporate initiatives that benefit the disadvantaged. Incorporate initiatives that benefit the disadvantaged. And third, incorporate initiatives that benefit the disadvantaged. So someone shows up to your door and they go, "Hi, my name is..." insert name. I'm from the Initiative to Benefit the Disadvantaged. May I come in? Thank you. May I come in? I'm sorry, who did you say you were with again? I'm sorry, who did you say you were with again? Well, that sounds good. Promote self-determination and agency. Self-determination and agency. One of the flagship principles of Web3 is the idea of self-determination. Unlike Web2 platforms, with a cadre of founders, executives, and shareholders holding all the power, Web3 communities will be controlled by their members. Who built the platforms? This would be consistent with economists. Here we go. I don't even know. I can't imagine it's good. This would be consistent with economist Albert O. Hirschman's exit voice loyalty model. He's got a model, the exit voice loyalty model, which describes the choices individuals have when confronted with dissatisfactory situations in organizations and states. What do you do when you're not satisfied? Ideally, on Web3 platforms, users can voice concern to try to change their situation. Voice concern. Exit to new platforms, or wait out of loyalty for the situation to resolve. Let's just make sure we understand the exit voice loyalty model. It sounds like it's actually not bad. Which describes the choices individuals have. Individuals have choice. When confronted with dissatisfactory situations, individuals have the ability to value what is satisfactory, what is not. They have standards, objective standards in which something is good or bad, satisfactory, dissatisfactory, the ability to value, choice, situations in organizations and states. Okay? Ideally, on Web3 platforms, users can voice concerns to try to change their situation. Hey, I don't like this situation. Voice concerns. Fantastic. First Amendment. Exit to a new platform. Hey man, I told you this don't work for me. I'm going to go join this other group of people doing this thing. Coolio, schoolio, or wait out of loyalty for the situation to resolve. Well, hey, I don't want to be rash. Let's give this situation time to resolve. Let the market work. Let things adjust. If it's a platform that doesn't benefit the users, people will not use it. But rather than exit too quickly, all right. Agree. But the reality today is more complex. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling us all that. Early governance structures have largely instituted token-weighted voting, with the results being plutocracies that are not at all that different from the boardrooms they are meant to be corrective to. And the problem with plutocracy, whether it happens in a boardroom or a DAO, Discord channel, is that the people holding the power are likely to look out for their own interests. Likely, yeah. That's what you do when you have power. You use it to achieve your objectives, your interests. That's why people accumulate power, to use power to further their interests. That's nature. But one, the reality today is more complex. By you saying it's complex, you're saying, hey, reader, you can't understand it. I'm going to tell you it's more difficult than that. When it's not. Early governance structures have largely instituted token-weighted voting. Whoever got the most token get the most vote. One vote, one token. With the result being plutocracies that are not at all different from the boardrooms they're meant to be corrective to. The people who have the ownership make the decisions. And the problem with that plutocracy, whether it happens in a boardroom or a DAO Discord channel, is that the people holding the power, the owners, the risk takers, the people who are accountable, are likely to look out for their own interests. Of course they will. They should. You're saying that you wouldn't? The fact that you say that you wouldn't, and you obviously do by your actions, the contradictions are glaring. Everyone should be equally enfranchised in the systems in which they participate. No. Everyone should not be equally enfranchised in the systems in which they should be enfranchised to the extent in which they are accountable and take an ownership and put in the effort. Everybody doesn't just get it because they signed up for the free service.